Alright guys, haven't done a video on the van in a while. So here we are. 1 year ago, on this coming Friday, on Black Friday, I had just gotten the van all stripped out, and if you've watched any of my videos, you'll see in the series of videos, there's a video where I pulled out this back wall here. I found all those roaches living in this thing and the fucking mouse nest up there, and I had power washed the inside and got it all cleaned up. So here we are, a couple days away from a year since I had gotten this thing, and this is where we're at. I got the front floor in. Need to do some smoothing on the spot welds, and I'm gonna go back in and pepper in some weld in any weak spots, just in case my gas mix wasn't perfect. But it should be all right. But it's strong and it's in there. I got the center floor in with self-tappers. It's overlapped nicely. All my holes line up perfect. All the seat mount holes line up. Got my step in there and plated. I've got this whole corner mocked up. Got this corner that I need to finesse a little bit. I got rust encapsulator in there. I've got it all coated in the new floor. I got the new floor all cut and ready to lift up. I got to shave a little bit off of this. I got all my spot weld holes welded up. I got the holes welded up on the cross members. What else? Come back here. I got my plates all welded in, so I need to make a few cuts. I gotta cut these here, pull back my body. I need to figure out where I'm gonna cut this. I'm either gonna cut it down the middle here, or I'm just gonna cut it right along this line here to receive the new floor. So I'm either gonna leave this, cut this, or leave this and cut this. I haven't decided that yet. I gotta cut this lower door off to receive that. And I have to cut that. And I have to cut that. So when I lift it up, those butt up where they're supposed to. My frame gussets will slide into the frame channels. This lip is going to slide under here. I'm going to make a little cut here and here, peel that back a little bit just to slide this under here. Run self-tappers all through there once it's all together to hold it in place. I've got my spot welds all welded up on the gas fill tunnel. So when that lifts up, I'll be able to spot weld these up, weld these holes up, weld that in. But before I burn one weld into this thing, I'm gonna lift the new floor up and hold everything in place with self-tappers. Take the leaf springs, mount the leaf springs, and get the rear axle and the underneath of it and put the rims back on it and get it on all fours so I can put some pressure on it and do my measurements on the suspension to make sure it's all aligned and straight so it's not going down the road crooked. So I'm going to get a couple more of these 3,000-pound ratchet straps, run it up across the trusses here, bring the hooks down, hook to the wheel wells, one on each side, one strap on each side, and crank this up a little at a time and get some jack stands on it once it's in place. So hopefully by the end of the weekend, the new floor will at least be drilled into place. I got this corner all rebuilt. My floor lines up really good. My cut lines weld up or line up really good. That's where we're at. So the new floor is really solid and everything is coated in rust converter and encapsulator. And that's where we're at. A year on this thing. And then once the rear floor's in, I can start burning my welds in and keep moving on this. After that, we got the A-pillars, which I already got the roof cut out over there from the donor van. And then I got this rear section that I'll fix up. And then I got the lower door skins. So one thing at a time, but there she is. And everything's lining up really good. So you can kind of picture it with the new floor underneath of it. This is what it's gonna look like. It's gonna be pretty amazing to see this back on all four rims and tires. So I figured I'd do an update video. In the next video or short, there should be some images of this with the floor up in it. So that's the van. Keep moving on it, moving it forward. So we're like maybe 50% there with the floor. I figure this rear section accounts for at least 50%. So once I get these cut, this here and that one there to where I need it to be, and these back lower door channels, this thing should be ready to receive the new floor. So stay tuned if you dig it. It's pretty cool. I'm excited about it.